So where's your excitement level going back home?
Well, it's always exciting to go play a big game like this. But as far as going home and all of that, it's just another game. It's a business trip. Last week we stayed in Fort Worth and I got to see my family, so it was kind of the same thing. But it's not going to be a big deal. It's just going to be all about playing ball.
Mm-hmm. What is the best part about Fort Worth, Texas?
The food. Definitely the
Specifically?
Food. Whataburger, Chuy's, In-N-Out. The list goes on, but I got to stay away from that until after the game.
How much needed was this bye week to kind of recharge the batteries for everybody?
I think it was real beneficial, especially for our receivers, we got some more guys really understanding what's going on and trying to find those holes in the defense that we've talked about, since the summer. But offensively, we're getting better each week, and we took this bye week. We attacked it, and we got better that week also.
What have you noticed on film, especially against Baylor? I mean, Coach Holgerson was very complimentary of the way you played specifically on the offensive end.
We're just goes back to just getting better each week. After each game, you break down the film. You do what you need to work on, what you did well, and then build off of that. So with what happened in Baylor, there was a lot of good things, but there was also some things I need to build off of, and that's what I've done.
Any sort of reason why this game against TCU is so competitive every year?
I was only here for last season, and it was a fight till the end. So, we're both fighters. We've had it all season. We've talked about it. You got to keep fighting no matter what.
This is a game that can really change the entire complexion of the season.
Yeah, I think each game is important. Each game is the most important game up until this point. So, it's huge.
What have you seen out of David Sills the past few weeks as he's transitioned to his new position, wide receiver?
Staying after every day, trying to get better, working on something that he knows he needs to get better at. Me and him have thrown after practice every day this bye week, and so just the amount of work that he's putting in right now, I'm really impressed with that, and it's showing on the field that he's making more plays and he's using better technique, and he's just continuing to get better.
What's that like for you when you go out there on the field with Crest and Sills, two of your fellow quarterbacks out there in the offense with you?
I think it's nice because we sit in the same meeting room, or we have over the summer for that amount of time. So we know how Coach looks at the defense, and we know how we're trained to look at the defense. So when we get certain looks, me and David did it yesterday. It wasn't drawn up that way, but he said, "I knew you were going to do that," and that just shows that we're on the same page. Football level and also just getting in the ball in space.
How different is a Thursday night game? I know you guys have one almost every year, but kind of speed up the work week a little bit.
A little bit. We started yesterday, so it's really we're just attacking it like any other week. It's not going to affect any of the bye week up a lot.
Skyler, is that where it all started with you and Shelton when you came down to Fort Worth 2 summers ago and you went out? Is that where that chemistry started on that field at Brewer?
I'd say that's where it really took off. On the field, just throwing every day, just going out there and just chunking the ball around. I think that's really where it took off.
Or was it at Whataburger?
It might have been the Whataburger. we both put on some weight that week. Definitely.
Probably.
Skyler, raucous environment here last year when they played. Are you expecting the same thing on Thursday night?
Yeah, no doubt. The position that they're in right now with the rankings and all that, all the hype, I'm sure it'll be a great atmosphere. And those are the kind of games you look forward to. So we're looking forward to going in there and playing our game.
Do you guys enjoy playing primetime like that?
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you? This is why you come to schools like West Virginia.
Skyler, do you expect David to look as natural as he does? And, what does he bring to the table for you that maybe some of the other guys don't?
The football IQ level, just knowing what to do in certain situations, like finding holes and stuff. He just picks it up a lot faster just because he knows looking from it from my end, so he knows how to get in those spaces.
You were down there when they joined the Big 12. You were down there. What was it like? I mean, was the town excited about that?
Yeah, it definitely took off with Andy Dalton, I think, and all of them. But I really wasn't that big of a TCU fan. I was more Longhorn.
You didn't pay any attention. Good.
I
Well,
did,
They
I did,
were
I
playing
did,
off
yeah.
with the Mountain Conference.
Yeah,
or
yeah, it was
something
kind of
like
off. I watched more of the Big 12.
Their defense does some unusual stuff. I mean, unusual, maybe more unique, I guess. What about their secondary in particular? Is kind of successful, so maybe kind of onto what they do for themselves.
They do a lot of some of the similar things that we've seen in the past few weeks. So it's not really anything that extraordinary, but they do have some twists, and we've been looking at that.
They match patterns really well.
Yeah.
Seems like what some of your receivers, even Lonnie said too. I don't know, for Lehman, what is that and how do you handle that?
Well, in the Big 12, everyone's going to match patterns well, just because that's the name of the game in the Big 12. You're going to put the ball in the air, so we're ready for it every week, and then we know we have a system to attack it, and that's how we go about it each week.
Is it just get to your spot and just do what you're supposed to do? Simple as that, not very complicated.
It's not very complicated at all.
What was the perception of TCU when you were growing up compared to, again, Texas, even Tech, A&M?
Well, they started like he said, they started getting big in the Big 12, and then when they won the Rose Bowl, that's really when I remember it. It really blew up from there. The stadium got bigger, and then it kind of took off after that Rose Bowl season. I
Was it
think.
on the radar at all, though, again, when you were younger? Did know anyone that was a TCU fan kind of growing up?
Yeah, no doubt. There was a lot of TCU fans just because I was in the area, and they started growing over the state as they joined the Big 12 and everything. But I don't know. I really wasn't. I played a bunch of other sports growing up, and so I really wasn't such a fan. I was really just trying to become that instead.
Like 8-year-old you, though, if someone says, "Hey, TCU football powerhouse," that made you chuckle a little bit?
Probably didn't know what a powerhouse was, honestly.